Hi, I'm Justin Yarrow. I'm the founder of the MPO Codemakers and the creator of SuperScientists. I'll be telling you a bit about the SuperScientist project that we've been running since 2019, and then specifically the work that we propose to do with the STEM Advocacy Institute. So SuperScientists came out of work that we were doing with young people, where we were teaching creative coding, animation, a bit of robotics. And I'm a scientist by training, a PhD scientist. And so I wanted young people to better understand scientists in South Africa. And I realized that what we needed to do was to think more about the type of media that the kids that we work with already consume. And that media is really around characters. It's around the characters that they see in movies and TV and cartoons. It's the characters that they see as the heroes of entertainers and sports people. But when you think really about how STEM education is conducted, at least in South Africa, there's a big disconnection between the people that do science and the content of what's taught. You don't learn about contemporary scientists, and so they don't make that connection. And we found that this is true when we asked young people to name a scientist. They would say Albert Einstein, or they would really have no answer. So we wanted to change that. What we came up with is Super Scientists, where we're drawing scientists as real superheroes. And it's not just scientists, but also science champions. So people that are documentary filmmakers, science communicators, policy experts. We've done a few of those. We'd like to do more. And this idea also really plays on how amazing scientists and science is. So if you think about the abilities that scientists have through radio telescopes or the ability to manipulate DNA, they really are superpowers. What we've done then is drawn over 60 different scientists across a number of fields and in 6 different African countries. And we've drawn them and created different media with them. So this is a trading card that includes some information about the scientists, what they work on, their top tip, who their heroes are, and a game. And part of what we wanted to do with this was to really get scientists into the hands of young people, make it fun, make it accessible, have them trade their cards with their friends, and have it be something that isn't images just stuck on a wall. We've then subsequently made other materials. So we made an activity book for younger learners that is meant to engage around some different science concepts and be a fun activity book. We've made calendars that speak to different important dates of science in Africa, have jokes and riddles, incorporate some art that young people have drawn and sent to us, their ideas for Super Scientists. More recently, we made a comic. This is a comic that we printed 5,000 or 4,000 copies of it, and it was distributed as part of a museum exhibit that we made that has been seen at this point by more than 10,000 people when it was launched in January this year. And as part of that, we had an evaluation component where we asked young people to think about their superpowers or draw themselves with their superpowers. And these are just, and we ended up with like 700 cards out of 1,500 kids who came through, and got a variety of different ideas for what they would do with their superpowers and how they would address environmental problems and electricity generation problems, which we have a big issue of here in South Africa, and across the board. So those are all sorts of things that we've done to date. And then another thing that we're currently working on is an animation, a pilot that's based on our comic, which we hope then will become a television series and will follow different fields of science. So because of the success that we've had to date and the interest from a number of different countries to have Super Scientists made, we decided that we would try to launch in the US. I'm from the US, but I've been living in South Africa for more than 15 years. And we've had actually a number of teachers that have asked for our materials that are in the US, and a sizable portion of our web traffic is also from there. So that was the idea that we proposed to Fanuel, and it's coming along slowly but surely. The comic that we were making and the science exhibit that we were making had a number of delays, but we're now on firm footing to start making US-based super scientists, and we just reached out to a group of people that had previously expressed interest and have a few candidates already that we hope to draw. And then we're hoping that we can partner with at least one organization so that we can have a mechanism for delivery of the super scientists that we make, and be able to get some feedback from a STEM education organization, and really hone the project from there.